Hi guys, welcome to Accounting Online. In this video, I'll show you how to post the year-end trial balance and then how to run year-end in Sage 50 accounts. So for this purpose, I've got uh, this company with me. This is a real life client, but what I have done is I've changed the name of the company. So this is Emma Watson Limited, and this is almost the real figures, but I will like change couple of the figures for this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to this is the year end for this first financial year end for this company, 31st of March 2018. So what I've done is the first financial year, as you can see from the sales figure, this is a very small company. It's only making 20,000 sterling in first financial year. But I've spoken to my client and he's saying that he is expecting to cross VAT threshold in the next, sometimes in next financial year. So what I have decided to do is I've decided to do the bookkeeping for this company in Sage 50 accounts. So this is trial balance as of 31st of March at the end of first financial year. So I'm going to take this trial balance and post this in Sage 50 accounts, and then I will run the year end. So I'm gonna have the opening balances at the start of new financial year. So this is very economical. I mean, if you have small company, you don't need to use software. What you can do is you can quickly do the bookkeeping and everything at the year end in Excel. Yep. So I'm gonna show you in my other video how to do the bookkeeping in Excel in for small companies. But where companies uh, crosses VAT threshold, it's always good to do the bookkeeping for that company in Sage 50 accounts, because you have to do a couple of adjustments. You have to run the VAT and you can submit the VAT directly from software, rather than you do the VAT in Excel and then you take the figures and put that into HMRC's website. Okay, so let's start with this company. So I've already created company in Sage. So it says Emma Watson Limited. If you're not sure how to create a company in Sage 50 accounts, you can watch my video how to set up a company in Sage 50 accounts. Okay, so before starting to post trial balance, I would like to show you how to see what is the financial year of the company. So what you need to do is you need to go to help section and then click on about, and once you're here, just have a look here under configuration. So it shows you financial year is starting from April 2017 and it ends on March 2018. So my financial year is correct. So I've set up a company with the correct financial year. If you have set up a company where financial year is not correct, then the bookkeeping cannot be right. So always have a look before you when you have set up a new company and before starting bookkeeping for a new company, because later you can change the financial year, but you may lose some data, so there can be some discrepancies in the data. Okay, so yep, that was important. So once you're done with this, so how to post the trial balance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on nominal codes, and then I will click on journal entry. Okay, so this is the window, journal entry window, where you are going to post the year end trial balance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just click here, move this one on this side, little bit here, if I'm able to do that. Yep, just a little more. Yeah, so that's fine. So reference is going to be trial balance year end 31st of March 2018. So this posting date is going to be 31st of March 2018 also. And first figure is sales, which is starting from 4,000. In details, I mean, if you want to put something in details, you can put. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this one, but this is not mandatory. All the fields which with these static signs, with these star signs, these are mandatory, but rest of the fields, these are not mandatory. Even if you don't put anything in details section, it's not gonna be it's not gonna make any difference. Okay, so credit is going to be 2327.35, and next figure is bank charges. Bank charges is 7901, and this is debit, which is 16.10, and then we have consultancy 7, starting with 76. Consultancy is 4283, and then we have office expense starting with 75. Okay, no office expense. I can put that into computer and softwares, and then it's going to be 2100. And then I have telephone starting with 7. So all the indirect expenses, they're starting with 7. So telephone and fax, and telephone and fax is 293.14. This is traveling 7503. Traveling gonna be 74 somewhere. Yeah, 7400 is 222.7.40. And then I have advertisement starting with 6. So advertising is 1150. Staff refreshment starting with 8, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, refreshments, it's 790. Then we have purchases, direct cost, material purchase is 5000, nominal code is 5000, and this is 7185. And then we have bank closing balance, so which is 1200, and bank closing balance is 0.37. And then we have accountancy is starting with 76, and this is 350. Next one is other creditors, which is 2100, 2102. Other creditors, which is 6150. Then we have plant and machinery starting with 0. Plant and machinery 6500, original cost. Then we have depreciation expense, plant and machinery depreciation expense, which is 1625. And then we have accumulated depreciation starting with 0021, which is 1625. Then you have corporation tax in 9, so taxation, corporation tax, and this one is going to be 278.86. And then we have corporation tax payable. It must be somewhere in 2. Let me just see if I'm able to find it. Yeah, corporation tax 2320. So 278.86. And then we have other debtors starting with 1. So this is 1102, and this is 676.99. And then we have dividend paid. Okay, one point which I would like to discuss with you, and you should appreciate the fact that Sage 50 Accounts is a bookkeeping and VAT software. This is not a corporation tax software. This is not the accounts production software. So if you see dividends paid figure here, you need to post this one. When you're posting the the closing trial balance, you need to post this figure in director's loan account. So what you need to do is, so director loan account is going to be 2301, and this figure is 905.35. Okay, so as you can see, the whole of the trial balance has been posted and the balance is 0. So once you're done with this, it means all the figures are fine. If you want to check it again, then you can just have a look quickly. Otherwise, you know what happens, you can always amend the journal in the new Sage 50's new Sage account version. You can amend the journal, but before April 2016, you if you made a mistake in journal, you could only have reversed it. You won't be able to, you wouldn't be able to amend the journal. So once you're done with this, just click on save. Okay, before saving this figure, I would like to discuss one more point here with you. There are two figures. One is other creditors, and the second one is other debtors. So if you have these are not the trade debtors or trade creditors. These are the other creditors. It may be the salaries payable, uh, payee and an NI to payable to HMRC, some accountancy expense payable at the year end. But if you have trade debtors and trade creditors, and then you have the breakdown of the trade debtors figure and trade creditors figure, then you need to post the trial balance in a different way. I have done a video on in that thing, which is called opening balances in Sage 50 accounts. So please have a look on that thing. If you got the trial balance, we got the where you have the breakdown of the debtors control account and creditors control account. So once you're done with this, just click on save, and all the figures will be posted. And if you want to have a look on the trial balance what you have posted, you just need to click on trial balance, just click on run, preview and run, and 31st of March, and see, this is what you're gonna have here. So this is exactly the same figures what you have posted just now. Okay, and if you want to have a look on the profit and loss, just go here, preview, and April to March, and this is what you have here. So net profit and loss and taxation and everything. So, and if you want to see the balance sheet, just click on balance sheet and preview and click on run. Click OK, and you have balance sheet as of 31st of March 2018. So this is balance sheet. Okay, so once you have posted the year end trial balance, the next step is going to be how to run the year end in Sage 50 accounts. So what year end does in Sage 50 accounts, so all the profit and loss figures, they will be gone. So the resultant figure, profit and loss, which is the profit in this case, it is taken into balance sheet as the retained earnings, and all the balance sheet figures, like here, if I show you here, so all the profit and loss figures, which is starting from sales till uh, purchases and then expense and depreciation expense, so they will be gone. So you have one figure which is called profit, which is then taken into balance sheet as retained earnings, and all the balance sheet accounts, the payables, other creditors, other debtors, accumulated depreciation, and so these will be appearing as the opening balances uh, at the start of new financial year once you have run the year end. Hope you understand this point, because this is very very important. So now I'm going to show you how to run the year end in Sage 50 accounts. So what you need to do is you need to go to tools, and then you need to click on period end, and it says year end. Okay, so just click on year end. This closes all open windows, and you will lose any unsaved data. Do you want to continue? Yes. The current program is outside of your financial year. If you continue, it may cause discrepancies in your accounts. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Okay, so what happens here? So this is a year end window. So year end for from 1st of April 2017 to 31st of March 2018. So you just need to follow the steps. So it says detect and correct any data problem. Check data. Yes, I'm going to check my data. There is no problem to be reported on the data files. Okay, no errors found, no warnings, and no comments made. Click on this one. Check chart of accounts for any omission. Check chart of accounts. So all the nominal codes are included in the chart of accounts. You can watch my other video, which is edit, delete, and adding new nominal codes. I've explained this thing quite in detail. Okay, take a backup always take a backup. So I'm going to take a backup before in the year end. Let's say you have run the year end and you see there are a couple of figures which shouldn't be there, or the couple of figures are not correct. So you can always go back and run the backup. So always take the backup. So I'm going to click on browse. I'm going to save the backup on desktop and just click on OK. So the backup is successful and this will be gone. Archive your data in case you need to refer to it in this. Uh, it's just same as like you have taken the backup, but I will still archive the location. So archive the location, year end is going to be 2018 and archive folder is going to be 2018. If you want to put the full name, you can put full name 31st March 2018 and just click on OK. And once you have done this one, that's it. So these are a couple of other options: base next year's nominal or stock budgets on current year actual or budgeted values. So what you need, if your company is keeping an eye on the budgets, so if you click on this option, so this current year's actual figures, like for year ending 31st of March 2018, they are gonna appear as the budgeted figures for the next financial year. If you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not going to do it because this client, I'm not going to do any budget for this client. Yeah, the date to appear on the year-end journal. Yes, this is the correct date, 31st of March 2018. Prevent new transactions from being entered before this date. Always check this box. So you cannot enter any transaction before this date, because you are going to run year end at 31st of March 2018, so you won't be able to make any adjustment before 1st of April 2018. So once you've done it, that's all. Run year end, see what it says. Running year end for 31st of March 2018 will change your financial year from 1st of April 2018 to 31st of March 2019. Transfer balances from profit and loss accounts to retained earning. Set the profit and loss nominal codes for the new financial year. Archive your data, lock date on 1st of April 2018. This is what we had done here. Once you have read through these conditions, just click on run year end and yes. Printer, if you want to preview, you can just click on OK and preview. Okay, so see, this is what happens. So these are the profit and loss figures. So what is credit, system has posted a debit for that, and what is debit, system has posted a journal credit for that thing. Okay, so these are the profit and loss accounts, as you can see from here, and this is 3200, this is profit, and 3200 is the nominal code for retained earning. So yes, have a look, and then I can just close it and just click on OK. So you have run the year end in Sage 50 accounts. So what happens here, if I click on help and about, which I'm already here, let's click on this one. Okay, so before going to help and about, I'll go to nominal codes and click on trial balance, preview, and OK. See this one, before running year end it was showing March 2018. Now March 2018 is going, it's showing the year end for the new financial year, and click on OK. See this one, this is plant and machine and everything, profit and loss. So you won't be able to see, these are only the opening balances for the balance sheet nominal codes for the balance sheet accounts. You can close this one. You can also run the year end for the first month of the new financial year, rather than I should have run it for the first year. So brought forward figures or April, you can choose the both figures. So I'm going to click on brought forward figures and see these ones. So these are the brought forward figures from the previous year, from the previous financial year. And if you want to click on balance sheet, you can click on balance sheet, and this is going to be your opening balance sheet. All the figures are coming from the trial balance. Yep. And then you click on this, and if you want to see the profit and loss, of course you won't see any figure in profit and loss, because profit and loss is always for the year, and balance sheet is, and trial balance is as of. so there is no figure in profit and loss. So once you have done it, that's all. um, this is how you post the year-end trial balance in Sage 50 accounts, and then you can run year-end in Sage 50 accounts. The good thing with Sage is, you don't have to do any adjustment journals. It does everything in its own and takes the closing balances for the last financial year as the opening balances for the new financial year. So if you're doing any reconciliation on the regular basis, you won't be having any discrepancies, because if opening balances are going to be correct always. Okay, that's all for this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and keep watching. Thank you.